Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 27 of your Detroit Red Wings franchise mode, as today is a pretty big episode as we were just knocked out of the playoffs once again in the conference finals for the second year in a row, and this year was an embarrassing one. We got kicked out in 5 games once again, and we were shut down offensively, and we got scored on. And that was without a doubt. We got dominated against the Carolina Hurricanes. And honestly, I was able to predict this since the day one of starting this playoffs, and just seeing how badly we struggled against the Ottawa Senators, seeing us lose 6-2 twice, and even in almost the biggest game where we should have won that game, we should have been going off, but we didn't, and we did it against Buffalo too. We had the first 3 games, and then we lost 2 in a row, and we let them right back into the series, but at least we were able to shut that down. The Carolina Hurricanes, we never let them into the series. We just let them dominate us. And especially after a year where we have a 54-20-8 record, I want this team to be performing. I want this team to be playing to its best of its ability, but we were not. We played like dog shit once again, and it's that President's Trophy curse. Last year losing to Columbus, this year losing to Carolina. We need to take a step up on... Yeah, we already took a look at all the awards. We need to take a step up, and we need to obviously change the team a bit. And that's obvious. There's some major changes that need to come to this team. Sorry guys, I'm back. I had to go and check who we have for no trade clauses and stuff like that coming into this upcoming season. But this team really did not play up to its standards. Shane Wright had a fantastic playoffs, and I'm very happy with how Shane Wright's been playing in the playoffs. The past 2 seasons, he's been our go-to guy. And same with Dylan Larkin. Dylan Larkin struggled last year, but Dylan Larkin, when we really needed him the most, he stepped up and became a big guy for the team. But there's some major changes that we need to make. Phillip Zadina is kind of one of them. Phillip Zadina over the past couple of years has been a very consistent player for the Detroit Red Wings, but I don't know if he's been I mean, he's produced really well, but I don't know if he's going to really fit on the team, especially when he's a free agent, and we're going to have to probably pay him some big bucks. And we also have Connor Burroughs, who had a ridiculously good season in his first year in the NHL, 35 goals, more than any other in the OHL, right? This guy is going to be a true killer, but we need to let him develop. Mantha NMC and Tyler Bertuzzo, those 2 guys upset me. They played like shit. They did not play like they were actual Detroit Red Wings players. Last year, and we've been having problems with that with Tyler Bertuzzo, where he's just not been the guy that we need him to be in the playoffs, and we need that depth going. So we are going to be practically changing up the entire depth. Bertuzzo's going to be gone. Andreas Anthony are going to be gone. Those 2 guys are going to be gone. Defensively, we might need to make a change defensively too. I think we got to sign some big contracts, of course, to Brent Clark and Abel Gray, and then Siarka not too far away from being a free agent as well. So we're gonna have to make some very big moves. And then Hugo Anefeld as well. He's also signed on just a 1-year deal. So we're gonna have to figure out a lot of things with this Detroit Red Wings team coming into this offseason, because we're not gonna be filled with an abundance of riches coming to the season, only having $4.1 million. Sadly, my camera's blocking the view, but yeah, we're not doing very good on money. We are getting rid of Phillip Zadina's contract, which will be nice. But the thing is, should we sign and trade him? Is definitely going to be something that we look into doing. And maybe even keeping him, maybe building him around that third line for the Detroit Red Wings. I don't know why I exited out of there. But there's definitely a lot of things that we're going to have to do, and we are a very smart contract team-wise. Like, we have a lot of good contracts that I really do enjoy on the team. But we need to win a cup now. And that's obvious. David Pastrnak, 30, Landeskog, 33. We need to start pushing for a cup, but I think we're really going to have to revamp this squad coming into the season, like using Mika Yaravainen to come in and play for the team. A guy like Jonathan Bregan, maybe getting him in, Guru, Lapriere. I really want to start getting those young guys in this roster, because those are going to be the future of the team, and especially that Sergei Kulisov guy. honestly, I'm just really excited to see what we need to do. Brent Clark and Abel Garay are going to be two guys that we're going to have to pay big time money this upcoming offseason. So those are going to be two guys that we're going to have a top four of all payments, which will definitely be sort of scary, but at the exact same time not. And goaltending, we really got to get Josefson going. And that's definitely a big thing. He's doing very well. He definitely didn't have the greatest regular season, but it was his debut in the NHL, and he's not doing that bad in the playoffs. We might even give it to Josefson coming up to this big free agency, but I do want to sign you Hugo Anafeld to like another cheap 2-year deal, I guess, but that's unrestricted. 1-year deal probably for Hugo Anafeld again. We'll probably go with a 1-year trial. He had a great year last year, and I think he even won the Vezina for the team, so it's not like we could just trade away the guy and ignore him, right? He won that Vezina last year, and I think we got to believe in those two guys again, in both Josefson and Hugo Anafeld. So I'm going to stop dicking around. We have a big offseason that we're going to get through, and we're probably going to get through it in this entire video. I have a game plan, and I want to go through it, and I want to go through it with you guys just watching. I'm done with getting, I mean, I love you guys getting involved and stuff, but we are coming up close to NHL 21. Very close. Which also, guys, I forgot to say this, but there will be a link down in the description below for the NHL 21 franchise mode vote on who I should do in the next NHL, where we're going to be doing either a Atlantic or non Atlantic, Metropolitan or Pacific Division team, because we haven't done either one of those. So you guys can go and vote. Should be very exciting. We got like Seattle, fucking probably the New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders maybe, tons of teams down the vote. I haven't exactly made it yet, but probably by the time that you guys see the NHL 21 update video, this will go up afterwards, which I have not made the update video yet. I got to do that later on today. Anyway, so big retirements in the NHL right now is we got Alexander Ovechkin retiring with 1,800 points, 990 goals. He finished out his last couple seasons there in San Jose. His last season in San Jose, actually, so good on him. Backstrom also retired there in Winnipeg. Getzlaf retired. Wheeler Ben. I don't think we had to deal with any retirements in Detroit, which is nice. We have a pretty young team anyways. So, yeah, there we are. There's the there's the retirements. And let's get to the draft, man. I don't think we're going to have to do very much. I think just a couple deals we might have to make. But even then, we really can't trade away Mantha NMC or Burroughs because they're both free agencies this year. So let's take a look at the draft board, see what we have for picks. I don't think we... Oh, yeah, we do have our first and a couple seconds. Okay, so we're actually not looking too bad for picks. We have a couple players that we could maybe potentially do some deals with. Yeah, it's a pretty loaded up draft. Now, I want to see what's our pick going to be looking like. So, yeah, we have some pretty nice prospects in Nikolin or Nikita Evsenkonov. So, two nice looking Russian players that I might go after. Joe Pavelski and I might go after the Michael Goulet guy. That might be a good player for the Detroit Red Wings. So, let's jump to the draft. Our goal is to kind of move some cap away, because that's what we're definitely going to have to do. We're going to have to shed some cap away and make some moves to help this team out. So the first line for next year, I think, is definitely going to be Larkin, Mantha, and Burroughs. I might go with. Mantha had a great year last year, and I think Burroughs, he's going to jump up even more, and he's going to become a better player for this upcoming season. So I really want to test either Burroughs playing alongside of Shane Wright. Actually, we might keep the Kingston Frontenac guys together. Did they actually even ever play? So 2021-22 was his last season. When was Carl Burroughs' first season? And the oh, they just missed out on a year playing with each other. Just like they must have met each other at least, but they never played with each other. That sucks. I was like, oh yeah, they did play. I was like gonna do a storyline, but he played his first season in Detroit when he played his first season with Kingston. But Mantha NMC, yeah, I'm not signing these guys back. They're just gonna be way too expensive, and I don't think they're going to do very well with the new look third line. We want new players. We want to go with something new. So these three guys will definitely be guys that we're going to be getting rid of. I do want to keep the top looking kind of the same with Landeskog, these guys. These guys had a great playoffs. These guys did nothing wrong with this team. We're going to continue with that. But we're going to be looking for some very good defensive goal scoring depth. Veleno, We'll keep him again. He had a good year. Same with Hosea Harden. He's just going to get better year of violence. So we really don't need to trade away anybody from the offense wise that I'm really thinking that we could possibly do in part wise. Yorpkin, no. Yeah, we're losing Savard's contract anyways, so there's nothing really that we need to shed. Edmondson, we could shed his contract, give us a couple million extra bucks. We'll trade him to a team that's not near us. Gain a couple picks from trading away Edmondson for a couple picks. Just something. Oh, do we need to add a player? Calgary would have, yeah. Just need to add an extra player. I don't think we're going to be able to make very many moves, so I think it's just continue through the draft, maybe make a deal. We'll see what's open for available picks. So there we go. Another second round pick. Is there? Oh, we had the 5th round pick that's available. Now that wouldn't be something that we could potentially look at. I mean, Sundin, you got Tristan Spiller, Petra, but those are gonna, yeah. We might as well just keep our pick, go with what we have, and just hope that it's a good pick that we get. So let's do that. Okay, so Sankanov is a medium top 9 prospect, so we kind of get cucked there. But the first couple picks here, we'll take a look at them. Rabbit, 2A forward, 81. Crumbean would have been so nice. Pearson, 77. Sundin. So a bunch of good prospects. We would have been able to pick up Slater, which would have been really nice. But the 5th overall pick there would have been pretty expensive to pick up for us. So kind of a good thing we didn't do that. So let's get over back to our picks. So let's see what we can do, because we can go after some more centerman depth. There's really no defenseman that we've really scouted around here. We do have a couple second round picks, so I'm not going to be really too worried about not getting the prospects that we want anyways. So that's not too much of a concern. I think we just picked the player that is the best out of the ranking right now, which I think Nicolin. And if it's not a good pick, then whatever. It's not like we traded anything. Yeah, he playmaker, top 9. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. So let's get the best possible players on this team. So our scouts really didn't do the greatest job, but Matteo Forster, defensive defenseman, wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Medium top 4, I'm fine with that. Add some more prospects onto the team, right? That's the future right now. I think the way that we're going to be going about things is it's win now. It's win now mode. And we got to start pushing for that cup, because sooner or later we're going to be having NHL 21 out, and we're not even going to be fucking close to a Stanley Cup. We're just going to be loaded up with prospects. But I think the plan is, once it gets more closer and closer to NHL 21, I won't do what I did with the Florida Panthers, where I just end the series. I do want to win a cup with this team. That is my goal with this Detroit Red Wings team, is to bring home Lord Stanley to this team. Of course, unless we can't and we could just never win it. Now, that is a total possibility, that we might never win the cup, and that would fucking suck ass. But the time is now to start winning the cup. We have the young players. We got everything that we need to really start pushing for a cup. So I think this year is going to have to be the year where we really push for it this year. I think that's going to be my main target. Yeah, I'll do that. Gets us some more picks. Might as well. We don't really got anything particular that we're looking at right now, because it's just a bunch of random prospects that we're picking, trying to get lucky. Oh, there's a good low elite. Jay Oliver. We'll pick him up. Low elite. Very decent. Very, very decent. I forgot to mute my volume on my computer. I'm hearing fucking the volume, and I shouldn't be. So mute that. Perfect. Sorry, guys, about that. Yeah, so this is going to be a very big season for me, because I think the leadership in the team really has to take a change, or nothing's going to happen with this team. We'll just sim the rest of the draft, because I don't need to focus on it anymore. But it's definitely a big season for the Red Wings. We really got to focus on changing this team up, giving it a little bit of a new look, and doing some things to hopefully improve it. So, forward-wise, Larkin, Sternak, Mantha jumped right back up to an 89. Perfect. That's the way we want it. We have a lot of first-line guys, but, I mean, that's just the way that this team has been built as a fully loaded team. But Bertuzzo wants back up on the second line, and honestly, I really do not want to pay him almost $9 million for being that shitty forward that he was. Andreas Anthony, same thing with you. You're expensive. You're not going to be really worth it. And Zadina, probably the same thing with you, 5.9. Not a guy that I really want to pay right now, especially with our salary cap restrictions. So you're gone as well. I would not mind signing Cole as somebody that we could just play for depth this upcoming season, so we could just get him on a cheap contract. Giovanni Smith, I would not mind getting you back on another 1-year deal. Yeah, no, I don't want any of that. Lapierre, we want to get you back on a deal, even though I don't think you're going to jump up anymore. You're close, but I don't think you're going to jump up anymore. Yeah, we'll sign you guys to another year, see if you guys jump up anymore. Oh, and I guess my fucking webcam shut off. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I am back. Sorry, guys, about that. Sometimes it runs for too long, which we've been doing a very long video today, so it's gonna probably go off a couple times. So Jan Mysak, didn't we fucking pick this guy up such a long time ago? 70 overall, already 24 years old. Jesus Christ, bruh. Well, let's get rid of you. You could just go to free agency, honestly. Brookbank. Yeah, I'd love to get you. Fuchner, no. Albert, I mean, you're probably not going to turn out. Man, we got so many prospects, man. It's crazy how many prospects we have on this team. Like, we're so loaded up on players. It's just, it's definitely crazy how good, like, I mean, compared to what we had in the Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode, we were always running into, like, some loose ends. So we need to trade away a bunch of our players to pick up that one guy. So Abel Gray is an UFA after this year, so we have to spin the wheel on the guys. So let's quickly get that together and spin that wheel for Abel Gray. So we're going to have to deal with one. Also, Dylan Larkin is now just on a no-trade clause. So Dylan Larkin is an open option to be traded away. So that will be a option if nothing happens. So nothing for Abel Gray. He doesn't want jack shit, so that's fine for me. 4 years. That's perfect. Brent Clark, probably the same thing. You want 5 years, though, and a decent contract, $6.75 million? Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll give you whatever you want for the ending of it. So, see if you want any clauses on it or anything, and he does not want anything. No, he doesn't want anything either. So, these guys are just being nice as fuck, man. They're just, yeah, here, have me for free. David Savard, we're not going to be bringing back this year. Eric Sternak. I'm pretty sure I improved Eric Sternak in like my roster update that I did I followed Tugi's roster update, and he just becomes a way better player because Eric Sternak is kind of a, I mean, did he play a little bit in the NHL at all? He played for a couple years there for Tampa Bay, but he was in and out of the AHL there. Yeah, he played 2 consistent years there. Probably when they were cap-strapped is what I'm guessing. Dunham, Allen, yeah, we'll get you on a deal. You're a 79 overall. You're not due to too bad development-wise. B-roll, sure. Anybody else that's like looking incredibly? No. Goalies, Hugo Anafelt does not want an extension with the Detroit Red Wings, but Fredrik Jofsson is ready to take over. And you know what? I'm going to believe in Jofsson this year, and I think we need to. Wow. Shit, dude, what? Dude, I will sign you to a 2-year out of fucking contract at like that, bud. But I think we trust Jofsson this year. That's surprising how cheap he wants his contract at, though. That's really good. So 2 years out of, yeah, and then you're going to have to pay like Hugo Anafelt a fuck ton of money. So we might as well just qualify him and then just trade him away for somebody. We'll make a good deal. We will make something out of it. So, yeah, Hugo was a great goalie for us this year, but I think right now he just does not play on the team. Just because of the fact that I love Hugo. I love him as a player, but I think he goes somewhere else. He didn't have the greatest playoffs ever for us. He definitely did struggle at some moments of time. I think we need to pick up a veteran goaltender to play alongside of a guy like our Fredrik Jofsson. I think that's going to be definitely the game plan. Kind of bring up a Mike Smith sort of deal, but not really a Mike Smith. But so everyone is signed to the team, and I think we're going to still have a buttload of cash. Yeah, like how much? $10 million bucks? Okay, not bad. $10 million to fill up that third line. That's going to be perfect. I don't need too much money to fill up that third line and to get things going. So, did anyone reject any of the contracts to sign? Nope. Does not look like it. I think we got mostly everybody and everyone here for the Detroit Red Wings as we're going to be ready to jump right into free agency. Also, the biggest thing, coaching. Should we trust Shipley for another year this year? He's been pretty damn good for the past 2 years for our team. We have done great in the playoffs for the past 2 years, but we've not been able to get over that hump. I think we give him one more year, and I trust him for one last year because Shipley has been a great coach. He has really changed this team into a serious contender, into a championship team. Like, we have changed our winning percentage to being 50 to 70%. So this team has massively improved over the past little bit. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I had to go and grab my phone. So yeah, Cody Shipley, I think we keep for another year. He's going to be a great coach, and we get some good coaches on the uprising, like Genoway and stuff. So I think that might be a guy that we might future-wise use for the team. I think that would be a smart idea. For scouting wise, we really definitely need to revamp this scouting staff. It is looking terrible, and I mean, I'm not too worried about the prospects anymore, and we still got a decent amount of prospects, but I think it's time that we really start bolstering this team up for a good run. Even if it ruins the future of this team, we really got to start focusing on that. So we got $10 million in play. We are going to quickly do the scouts because that is definitely the biggest thing for me right now, is just getting the scouts done and fucking over with. So what do we need? OHL scout, we need a bunch of C's still. Fuck, man. Oh yeah, we need one of practically everything here. And then a Q, a B, perfect. Actually starting to get some better people. Europe, yeah, we need 2 fucking shit scouts. Fuck me. I might as well just hire more. Oh, yeah, there's none even in Scandinavia. Fucking perfect. Oh, there we go. Finally, somebody fucking good. Paula Zupov. Jesus Christ. Where's the fucking scouts at, bruh? Jesus. There we go. One last scout there. Yeah, that looks pretty much good. Now, let's take a look at what we have for free agency. Which is definitely the biggest thing, and I think I'll probably end the video here. I know I said at the start of the video. Actually, no, fuck it. We're going to get through this. We're going to get to the first game of the year. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we might end the video here because there's definitely a lot of big things, unless it's pretty easy and we know what we need to look for. But top 6 defensemen is my biggest question. Should we trust Sergei Kulisov to play alongside of Weston Moen and go for that young core? I think a veteran defenseman would be somebody that we definitely go after. Hugo NFL is practically worth nothing. Nothing at all, especially after the great year he had. So I don't know what we're going to really be able to trade him for. Maybe we wait until someone gives him a qualifying offer, and maybe we wait until that and just let him sign to that team, because honestly, we don't have enough money for Hugo NFL. So I think that's going to be the game plan. And wow, this is a big class. A2 Ratu from the Calgary Flames? Yeah? No, Canadians. Oh, the Canadians. They're not able to sign their stud, A2 Ratu. Fucking just steal him away from them, man. They would be pissed. But no, we can't really afford him anyway, so let's take a look at third line talent here for the Detroit Red Wings and focus a lot on that. So Mason Shaw, a very cheap guy, very good defensively, a guy that fits on our third line, and Mason Shaw. I am liking this guy. He has not really played too much over his career, like nothing at all, which is kind of surprising me. And I think this guy could be a potential steal for us. I am honestly thinking that this Mason Shaw guy could be just the next big third line guy for the Detroit Red Wings and a very cheap, reliable option. And I think I'm just going to go right out there and do it. Like, I am taking this guy for 3 years. I am taking him without a doubt. Cheap contract, perfect. That's the way we want things to go. See? That is the way we want things to go. Well, there we go. We're back again. My webcam dies again. How funny is that? Alex Tuck wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Brings kind of that enforcer that we've been kind of looking for, and he's very good defensively, and he's been playing for a very strong Vegas Golden Knights team, which I don't think would be too bad of an idea. Now that $5 million is going to be definitely a dent in our salary cap, and that's even if we're going to be able to find another good third line guy. So that is going to be a big thing. So Victor Arvid's in there, 33 years old though, for especially the term that he wants on his contract. I don't know if he's really that worth it. Yeah, no. We need somebody that will be able to fit the team a lot better. Kevin LeBanc wouldn't be too bad defensively. He fits good on the fourth line though. So Kevin Fiala, not another guy that we need to find somebody that fits. Sam Bennett, he fits on that third line, but I don't know if he's really going to bring that energy that we need him to bring in the playoffs. I mean, he just hasn't done too bad in the playoffs when he's played. Put him alongside of a Mason Shaw, maybe bring like a power forward in the line. He scores a pretty decent amount of goals, so I would not mind picking up Sam Bennett for just a year, just giving him a trial on the team, see how well he does for $3.2 million for the next year. I think that'll be the plan there with him. And then we just need one more guy to fit on that third line. Boris Kachuk, he's not very good defensively, though. Dante Heinen and Devin Shore. Yeah, we're going to be getting lower and lower down the list. I do want to find a power forward, though. That's my biggest thing now. Isaac Ratcliffe, but I do like Alex Tuck. How much did we pay for Bennett? Not very much, and we didn't really pay at all anything. Yeah, you know what? I will give Alex Tuck a year. I mean, it's a steep contract, but I want him on the team. I want Alex Tuck on the team for the fact that he's going to bring that physicality side that we really need for the Detroit Red Wings. Actually, we'll leave it up to you guys. Should we bring Alex Tuck into the team? My camera died again. Whatever. We'll end the video here, so don't worry about my webcam. It just seems to be overheating too much. So he practically wants a no movement clause for 1 year. So that's the big guy there. Or should we go after somebody more down here? Maybe like a Josh Anderson. I mean, it doesn't look too great. Or maybe we should make a trade. We already have Mason Shaw, and we already have what's his other fucking face? Did I really forget the other guy that we just gave a contract to? Sam Bennett. I want somebody that could bring that physicality to the team, like a Taylor Radish. That would be a perfect guy. Fits on the third line, brings the physicality. Sam Bennett and Mason Shaw could bring the defense. I mean, Taylor Radish wouldn't be a bad idea. Would not be a bad idea. We're really looking for a big power forward, though. That's what I'm kind of aiming for, is a power forward to fit on that third line for the Detroit Red Wings. Bring that physicality side, bring that toughness, bring something new for this upcoming playoff run. Tom Wilson fits on the third line. That wouldn't be too bad. 32 years old. You make a nice move with Dallas. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe get his contract retained, but that's a pretty expensive guy for Tom Wilson. Fearland, 85 overall. He is scoring like a bloody beast for the Edmonton Oilers. 30 goals last season. That would be a serious guy to look at. And if he fits on that third line, maybe a possibility. Otherwise, man, there's a lot of good guys that we could trade for this year. There's a lot of players that are on the block this year, which I am likey. I'm also sorry, guys, that the webcam has died near the end of the video. It kind of fucking sucks that it died on me 3 times in a row, and we're gonna have to do some shit to do it 3 times in a row. Fuck, man, that's a pain in the ass. Webcams are a pain in the ass sometimes, man, especially when your camera overheats. But yeah, Taylor Radish is there, and I think he would probably fit very well, and then that other guy as well, whatever his face is. But yeah, so some possibilities for the Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, Taylor Radish is not very good defensively. That's what I was going to check with Mason Shaw and shit. Right, they didn't make too much money. So yeah, Mason Shaw, yeah, great defensively. 88 defensive awareness, 88 stick checking, be a perfect guy. And then you also get a guy in fucking, what's his face? Where's he at? What the fuck? Where the fuck is the other motherfucker? Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett's not too bad defensively either. So we got some very good pickings that we have went out and signed. And I think we pick up one more good defensive guy. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Should we go after Alex Tuck, spend the money on him? Or should we go after a cheap guy in Taylor Radish or maybe Michael Fearland? I'm definitely leaning more towards Taylor Radish. But you guys can leave whatever you want in the comments section below. Taylor Radish or Alex Tuck. You guys make up your mind in the comment section below. And also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe as well, as I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. amigos.